All right, guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So we are rocking an update to the top 10. Top 10 LRs, but yeah, I guess we are only gonna list 10. But I do have kind of like a top 20 we've got going on. Sure. Let's just do the top 10. And then, but we'll kind of go through quickly through the bottom 10. People are there. Okay, so I'm just gonna get this out. I spent a lot of time thinking about this, and I see no way, especially with me doing 20 here. I see no way that anyone's gonna agree. Like, it's just no way. And I guess we do have to touch on, before we jump into this, the topic of limited time content. Obviously, people hates it. Everyone hates it. No issues there. The way I view the limited time fights when ranking these characters is I am continuing to assume we're going to keep getting the structure of these fights, added, right? So limited time content sucks because they'll drop in some good fights. They'll have some missions and the fights, and it lasts, maybe like a 2.5 week period, something like that, right? But think of the missions, which are limited for that time. I suppose they want people to be like, oh my god, I can't beat the mission. I got to summon for the character. Now I can beat the mission, right? That's, I guess, what they're going for. But these have all been structured the same. Outside of the Xenoverse one, which crossover celebration sometimes can be a little not up to as strong as everything else. So I'm just going to assume that the next limited time content event, which would probably be related, I don't know. Well, actually, quickly, when does the Xenoverse RE Red Zone go away? That's what I need to take a look at here. Let me just quickly look at this. And we could kind of get a nice assessment of the 12th? The 12th. Interesting. Okay. This Xenoverse celebration definitely has moved around what is the typical schedule. I do expect a Goku Day celebration. So let's say Kid Goku and Demon King Piccolo dual Dokkan Fest makes sense because of Piccolo Day. If you don't know, now you know, look it up. But it's just because, it just so happened that Piccolo on May 9th, he actually declared it Piccolo Day, because that's when he was going to do the lottery to destroy the world, right? But again, I assume a lot of people have not watched Dragon Ball, right? But anyway, OG Dragon Ball. That's going to be my official on the record pick. I think I'm going to go with a dual Dokkan Fest, Demon King Piccolo and Kid Goku for Goku Day / Piccolo Day. It makes I think a ton of sense. So we'll go with that, and then they'll do some type of RE. I don't know, maybe Dragon Ball Saga Red Zone or something like that. I know we've already done that, but remember, the RE fights can be remixes of previous existing fights. That's what we'll go with for this. I would assume in that instance, we do some Dragon Ball Saga RE fights, that they would be structured in a way that's favorable to the Int Super Saiyan 4s here. Because the Int Super Saiyan 4s, they are, at least under my assumption, the crown jewel of the 11th anniversary. And I've been saying this since they came out. And I've been saying I think that fights will be designed around this character. I don't know why they're kind of split here. Let's do this. I've been saying I think fights will be designed around this character since they came out. And besides the Xenoverse Red Zone, that has been the case. So just keep this in mind. So I'm kind of thinking that fights will be generally kind of like that, right? I am kind of thinking of characters' performance that I saw in Greatest Tours. I'm thinking of some of the Super Saiyan 3 Goku fights. That's the way I'm doing it. They're going to continue to release more of these RE fights. I do personally believe they're all going to return, probably as part of a major celebration like GDC or anniversary or something like that, right? Hopefully, Dokkan will get the memo, Geppy will get the memo. Oh, everyone really does not like this, so we'll just stop that. But my assumption is those would return during a major celebration also. All right, so with that said, let's jump in. Remember, you can make your tier list however the fuck you want to, but I'm not going to just dig my head in the sand and be like, nope, the only fights that are there are Bio Broly. That's it. Bio Broly. Not doing it. Sorry. All right, let's move. Omega is here at 20. I'm sure people will be upset that he's at 20, but I mean, it is what it is. Omega is a real victim in a lot of these longer fights, unless they just so happen to have an unarmed super attack. Like, it's at this point with the 20 plus super million bosses, I mean, Omega is just hoping that they're a melee super boss. If not, he's a complete zero. If it's not a melee super, right? But luckily for him, Bio Broly, melee super, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, melee super. It's actually quite common. The Gamma Red Zone fight, melee super, it's very common. That's one good thing Dokkan's been doing recently too, is they don't really spam bosses who have other type super attacks. I think that shit is so stupid and corny when bosses are rocking other type super attacks that you can't nullify. I hate it, right? But that's Omega. He could be a real victim in longer fights. Rose Goku Black is good. I mean, he's always been a little bit better defensively than Omega, but that's about it. Just kind of have them like right there, right? So we have them. Next, we have LR Bobbity. I think LR Bobbity is an unbelievably good character, and I just think that just straight up, to me, LR Bobbity is much more relevant than Rose and Omega at the moment. Bobbity is a great option for Deborah. You probably could make the case that I should have Bobbity way higher than I've got him on here. You probably could. Next, I think this is... Wait. This is... Yeah, this is fine. And then I want to grab this. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. Beast. I like him. He's very strong, right? Like, what's there to say? Comes out, could do good damage. Ki, not really an issue for him the way they structured him. Just generally strong character. Very good if there is a Ki Blast super coming at him. But, I mean, I think that there are limits to how good he is, right? Obviously, like, an AoE super could be a problem for him unless it's a Ki Blast. Although, to be fair, a lot of times AoE supers are Ki Blasts. I mean, I guess, LR, or the Majin Vegeta Ari fight was not a Ki Blast, right? But, yeah, Beast right here. AGL Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, who I think can still be good, but he could have some issues. I mean, I don't know. We could probably move around Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Ultimate Gohan. Like, I think it's kind of close. But the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta Dragon Fist turn, I think really helps keep him very relevant. Obviously, Super Saiyan 4 characters are massive right now. We're Saiyan Roar and stuff. So I think it's pretty easy for this guy to be very effective along with the other Super Saiyan 4s that are in the meta. Daima Vegeta, I'm dropping him way down. Don't worry, we're going to have all this listed like towards the end. But Daima Vegeta, I dropped him way down. I just can't. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting bad luck. I will still run this guy almost in every video. But, like, my God, this guy forgot that he could be good lately. It's just been such an extended period where this guy has just not been performing well. He was doing so good for us in the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Ari, Supreme Menace and Battle fight. But, like, man, I don't know. I've just been having such brutal luck with this guy. Then I'm going to get the LR STR Piccolo right here. And then right after Piccolo, we can go ahead and grab the Goku and Piccolo right there. I do think they kind of have some... well, they have one setup. The Vegeta and Nappa setup. That's... This guy, by the way, if I compare this unit compared to the ones that he's just in front of, him having all this support really helps, and same thing when we go into the Goku portion. Having all of this support, I think, really helps me kind of get him above, you know, like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Ultimate Gohan. I think that this character would also be better suited for a return of, like, AoEs or locking, right? With the dodge, both Piccolo... Well, Goku doesn't really have dodge, right? It's just Piccolo. Yeah, it's... the dodges I'm thinking of that this Goku have done, that's the dodge build. But Piccolo does have quite a bit of dodge, right? This guy can be good. It just depends on what the situation is. This character, I think, is quite good, right? They're kind of like a tag team. Next, we have Golden Frieza and Gogeta. This character can be very good. Sometimes Golden Frieza can get caught right away, but if that does not happen, he does not get caught right away. Gogeta is ridiculous, and you could do such insane things with Gogeta, right? You could do such ridiculous shit with Gogeta. I think he deserves his respect up here. And then this is where I get God Vegeta. Right here at 11, actually. I was thinking about it long and hard. it felt to me like I wanted to put God Vegeta above Gogeta and Golden Frieza, who have what I'm about to explain. So I have God Vegeta at 11 here. I have the GT LR Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta at 10. And then I have Carnival Goku at 9. I know people are going to be upset that Carnival Goku's at 9, but I mean, he's pretty much in the same spot I've been keeping him. I think he's very good. He's got a great kit. I certainly would concede he will age better than a lot of these characters that are in front of him. But, like, I don't, like, I just like the characters in front of him better. Bro, there's a lot of really good characters right now. Dokkan has not been releasing stinkers, right? In years past, it's like, you know, I don't, Anniversary LRs will dominate the game all year or something like that. Or, like, we have so many characters who are so good from the end of 2025. Like, they have not been power crept. Like, the Blues have not been power crept. Goma, Mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku, right? So many of these characters, even like some of the, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Rose, Omega, are still runnable, still effective characters. All right, I'm sure some people will want Omega higher, right? So it's just like, this is where I like this guy. Now, the reason I definitely feel like I like these two over God Vegeta, I think a lot of it has to do with their tech, the team protector type of mechanic that this character's got. And then obviously the survive, KO, heal, key blast, nullification, all of that combined, I think is really, really effective on this guy. The only sort of ability I guess I could kind of say is like that would be this, which, I mean, could be a big deal. But I think really what keeps me from having God Vegeta a little bit higher is his restrictions, right? In base, he's obviously just much weaker without the crossover characters. Transformed, as long as you got a Realm of God character, I mean, he generally is about as strong as he would be, but he doesn't have consistent nullification of the negative effects without a crossover ally. So, I mean, we'll see. Like, if they give us, if the next banner is actually an LR banner and it's Ultra Super Villain Rose Goku Black, I mean, this can be quite a big difference. Quite a big difference, right? So, yeah, I like this guy. Oh, quickly, the crossover team is an effective team, but the difference between the crossover team and, like, one of the very best teams is the absence of, I mean, we can just look at some of these guys over here. Not this guy. This guy's active hits like a feather usually. The best ability of his active is this. It's so funny because I saw people laugh at this many times. Like, multiple people laughed at this during the anniversary, and this shit is actually so fucking clutch. I think this is such a good ability. Like, I don't like, but this should have hit harder. The fact that they did not give him, like, some extra damage or something here is really crazy. This really does hit like a feather, which is so stupid. But these still hit like Juggernaut. Like, imagine the Juggernaut from X-Men, just full head of steam running at you. That's like these active skills right here. And God Vegeta and the crossover team don't have those at all, right? Because it's like the difference is crossover is you're running God Vegeta, who's like an LR kind of on par with a lot of these characters, and then a bunch of TURs who are good, but they don't have one of these huge, powerful active skills, right? So, all right, let's start filling in some of these characters here. So we have Carnival Goku at 9, and then I do like the GT Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta at 10. Reminder that I do think that this is still, compared to the legacy of what these LR, like Dokkan Fest, like Anniversary, Dokkan Fest LR EZAs are. I feel like this character kind of falls short of the legacy, but to push them any lower than 10, I think is hoppycock, right? No way, no way. Like, maybe if you really wanted to get God Vegeta in front of them, I guess, but like this character, like dropping them much lower, like I can't do it. I can't do it. The standby is too good. It's just too good. It's too good. It's too good. All right. So next, we're gonna get the Int Super Saiyan 4s. I have thought long and hard about raising them above Int Future Gohan and Trunks, but like I don't know. I just don't think anything's changed for me to really do that. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta can still be very frustrating with the rainbow orbs and stuff. I'm sure, like, I feel like every character that pops up, I just genuinely get the feeling that most people would have an issue with, like, almost every single placement here. But this is what happens when every character that comes out is good. right? Like, every one of these characters is going to have a big fan base because they're all good. And, like, this guy is a memorable EZA. This character's an anniversary LR, right? So this is going to happen. I don't really think enough has changed between these two, right? Buffs for the team, non-buffs for the team, change of the style content, anything like that. I feel like still having them kind of like in this order feels right to me. Then with Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku coming up right after that. Okay, yep. We put him right there. Yeah, this is... Even this guy at 6 feels crazy. Like, I feel like I look at that and it's like, what the fuck? But, like, yeah, I mean, bro... I mean, yeah, there's a lot of good characters. This guy's very good. I feel like this guy's greatness is kind of a little bit undersold by a lot of people. I mean, maybe even me. Don't forget how ridiculous his intro is for some of these characters, like Mini Daima Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, Adult Daima Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, Mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and how much stronger this guy makes them with his fucking support. He does it. This is huge. It's massive, right? He does have key issues, but many very powerful characters do also have key issues. The Super Saiyan 4s can have key issues, right? At times, Majin Vegeta and Angel Super Saiyan 2 Goku sometimes can have key issues. I found that sometimes... I mean, I don't know. I guess it doesn't really feel as common, but UI Goku Evolution Vegeta can sometimes. But they just get so much key out. Like UI Goku, like, I just think of him that first turn, you get one orb with him, and the fucker's at like 20 key with one orb, basically, right? His first turn. But this guy's really good. Obviously, the main frustration is, the staggered performance on if you're not hitting the EX Super. I mean, it is funny, though, because you miss the EX Super, and he does his 18 key, and he's still jumping in for 100 million damage, right? But if you get this, I mean, it just makes his damage way higher for multiple turns, and it's buffing allies and making their active skills hit way harder. I mean, if this kid pops this, and then you drop the active skill, I mean, it's just always all 9s, right? But by the same other side of the coin, we can fail the EX, right? I like this guy right here. He generally has a good defensive ability, too. You can pretty much rely on him in slot 1, unless you're going up against the very pinnacle of bosses, which to me is like a very acceptable, good level of tanking, right? We could even get this guy up higher, I think, for sure. Because it's like, against, like, if the setup is not right for him, like, Bio Broly could kill him, but if the setup is really good for him, he could live fully built up Bio Broly, right? Like, at Super Saiyan 3 Goku, dropping a crit at max power would kill this guy, but, I mean, that would be true for almost every single character, right? Except for the very next character I've got here, Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. I think I like this character more than most. I think so. I mean, you guys let me know. I think I like this character more than most people do, though, but... if there's one issue for GT Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta that I think I can harp on, it will be sometimes frustration getting into their standby. Because I think that their condition is just not as good as I would like, right? Where if you fall below 50% HP, sure, you've got it. But, like, that's kind of just like, you get it when you get it. But then the other one is we have to get hit 4 times. Now, I feel like someone would hear me, like, be like, oh, I hate having to get hit. And they go, well, if you weren't running a stupid-ass dodge build on him, whoa there. I don't have dodge on this character. We have a full crit build for them. And still, it's just, you can't choose where the enemy attacks are going, right? And you kind of have to go with the flow of it. So I do hate these abilities that are dictated by the enemy RNG attack patterns. That hurts this character, but then this character has the godly condition, which is very simple, really. Just do 4 attacks, which they get so easily, right? Like, this one is much easier. Doing 4 attacks is 1,001 times better than getting hit 4 times. That can be frustrating. This is easy. This is, I think, very easy, and I think a very good condition. And then, of course, I mean, in these RE fights, I mean, you go into this right here, you're invincible. That invincibility this character has is very valuable. And then, of course, you have the nuking Spirit Bomb. Keep in mind, I mean, it doesn't affect these guys in most situations, but keep in mind, Dokkan did increase the bit limit, so now the Spirit Bombs can, at their maximum, hit much harder. A huge W change that Dokkan finally made. I saw many players kind of beginning to fear the bit limit as soon as the 10th anniversary happened and Vegito came out. So it's good to see that Dokkan kind of clean that problem up before things got too bad. Because I've seen a lot of theories that the EZAs for this character and this character were held back with a little bit because of that bit limit. But now that's gone. But I do still kind of feel sad for these guys. Because to me, the easy fix for both of them is they both stack attack and defense. Boom. And I think their problems are solved. Like, and then they're like, on these lists, they'd be top 3. Like, they'd be like, tied at the hip, top 3 level. Okay, the top 4, I don't think we need to spend too much time for. You can guess. I actually did make a slight change here. I decided to put Goma ahead of the blues here, actually. I think maybe this is just maybe me skewed by a character who will not be on this video, the Demon King, but he is, like basically better than every single character we've looked at so far in this video, but he's not in this video because it's TUR, the Demon King. You know who I'm talking about. If you know, you know, and you know, because I'm going to say his name, Deborah, the Demon King. That guy. I mean, if you know, you know, and we all know. We all know. But Goma. Goma's great. Dude, this giant form. People lately, I don't know what it is. I guess it's just like, well, we got to find a new thing to bitch about today. Now people have started saying, giant form's not actually that good. Not actually that good. So fuckers are saying, man. Demigra, he's aight. No, bitch. He's actually fucking really good because of these giant forms. Like, hey, guess what? Goma is redonkulous because of the giant form, the on-command giant form. Insanity. I mean, this dude's got 99% damage reduction and 73% dodge. Like, what do you think's gonna happen? Yeah, you got it. And then I think that these, like, my top 2 is that right there. So we would jump in. Here, let's just go ahead and zoom in. Everything, I didn't make any mistakes, right? Because I did have a mistake originally. Yeah, this is what I want. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Again, I mean, I have spent, I don't know, the past 3 hours, watching some of my own footage back, thinking about some of these situations, thinking about some of these characters might do in some of these new fights and stuff, right? Like, I think about how good this character would be in, like, the Jiren Greatest Tours fight, and he would be ridiculous. This character would do so fucking good in the Jiren Greatest Tours fight. Although, remember, the Jiren Greatest Tours fight, keep in mind that it is skewed how good characters would be in there if you're a tag character, because tag characters are how you get around those nasty boss, lowering your attack, lowering your ki, lowering your defense abilities, right? Which, again, I don't believe the God Vegeta nullify, like, negative effects. I don't think that counts those. The ki debuff, attack debuff, defensive debuff that, like, Jiren did in the Greatest Tours fight. I don't think it works on those. Yeah, we go with this. Now, the reason I have Majin Vegeta and Angel Goku at 1 above UI Goku Evolution Blue Vegeta. By the way, if you are adamant that this character's number 1, I can't beat you in an argument on that. Just so you know, I can't. I think that this character is deserving of being number 1. And 2 turns of invincibility. I mean, like, there's no argument against that. What I would say though is that these RE fights are structured the same, right? Again, besides the Xenoverse one, but I do think that's just a little different because these crossover celebrations, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, I don't, like, the only people that will fight with that are people who are just looking to fight. Like, you know what I mean. Like, come on, we're not born yesterday. These RE fights go very long, and it just plays perfectly into this character's strengths. This character has one weakness. I personally do not mind the team building shit right here at all. With this character, I much prefer this over many other, like, having to get hit, and some of the category restrictions and stuff. I think this is fine. And depending upon the team build, you can aim to have the superclass allies or the villains. There is one weakness this character actually has. Do you know what it is? Do you have any idea what I might say? The weakness for Majin Vegeta and Super Saiyan 2 Angel Goku is that they need a Buu Saga ally. in order for Angel Goku to show up quick. That is the weakness of this character. When there's another Buu Saga ally in the turn, Goku shows up, or 5th turn from character's entry turn, that is, no matter what, Majin Vegeta's 3rd appearance. That condition is fucking brutal if your team is built for superclass characters or something, right? So this, in my opinion, is the weakness of the character. I think the weakness of the UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta, it's longer fights. Vegeta and UI Goku can both be caught. Now, here's the thing, though. UI Goku could be caught. But we have won, no less than 7 fights where we've won with... I have to... Man, I'm going to have to, like, hit Geek up and be like, Geek, like, you know, like, I don't know, here's a G. Go find every run we won because of the Survive KO mechanic with in Future Trunks, AGL Carnival Goku, and Physical UI Goku. Like, how many, like, on camera, we have at 25 wins between those 3 characters with the Survive KO attack towards the end. Like, we've done it a million times where, you know, last turn, the boss has half a health bar left. UI Goku gets hit, loses all HP, but then he kills the boss, right? And then we win with 1 HP. That shit cannot be underestimated on my fucking watch, okay? That shit is broken is what it is. And in Future Trunks, let me pull them up. We gotta, yeah, right here. In Future Trunks has this. We won multiple runs against Greatest Tours Jiren because of this ability right here. 2nd or 3rd attacker in the turn, he survives the KO ability. Again, AGL Carnival Goku's got it as well as Survive KO ability. If you have a character with a lot of dodge, this can be a very strong, or healing or something, this ability can be so damn strong. So yeah, this is how I would end with it. I think that this will probably be one of my most poorly received tier lists ever. And I put a lot of thought into this one, right? Like I did. Like I was thinking like, okay, like do I move Carnival Goku up? I know some people want him up. Do I move the Int Super Saiyan 4s up? I know some people would want them up. Like, just on my experiences with the game, I feel like this is how I see it. Tier lists are going to be harder and harder to make in conditions where there's a limited time content, which everyone fucking hates, and it's coming and going. So like everyone is going to like think differently on it. I'm not counting it at all. I'm counting all of it. I'll count some of it. I'm only counting Bio Broly, right? Like every person is player to player is going to be different with it. But like this is how I'm going to structure my list. And this is where I'm going to put everything. If I had to hammer home one thing, like, what would people most be upset about? I think it would be one of these two higher. AGL Carnival Goku or Int Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. I bet you if people had a real issue, it would be one of those two being higher. But, I mean, I just do like Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the Int Future Gon and Trunks, and Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. I like what they're doing a little bit better. I would concede, though, that content is designed around the Int Super Saiyan 4s. And, I mean, the thing is, I support characters. Like, what this guy does with the Final Shine, what this guy does with the ZX Supers, you'll notice, like, we're doing videos on other characters. Like, of course, I'm filling that bitch up with support units. So the Int Super Saiyan 4s are always getting run. Daima Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is always getting run. I'm always running this guy because of how nasty his support is on that EX Super. Let me pull it up. Where is he? Right here? This shit right here. Toof, bro. Never sleep on how powerful that defensive buff is from super attack effects. If this kid drops like 3 EX Supers, oh my god, dude, he's helping the team so fucking much. It's crazy. It really is crazy. I think Daima Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta can be really good, but it's just a lot of RNG. Like, it's lately he's been choking for us real bad. Yeah, so we'll go with this. And then here's what the actual top 10 looks like. Let me pull up my last tier list. I don't think this changed really very much at all from my last tier list, right? Is it just... I think it's just I moved Goma and the blues around. And I guess I did drop Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. I remember talking about what did it? Oh, there we go. I remember talking about this in the last one, where I was thinking like maybe I probably should move this character down. I think it probably does look a little bit better, like this with it just being Goma the Blues, UI Evolution Blue Vegeta, and Majin. By the way, I do think Majin, Vegeta, and Angel Goku, they feel like a little bit of a stronger version of the Blues to me. And oh, by the way, let me also point out one other thing about this character. Do you know what I'm going to point out quickly? Super Saiyan 2 Goku super attack effect, of course. This 18% defense for 3 fucking turns. When characters have this, they're making you win the fight with this defensive super attack effect support. There's a reason why physical Xeno Trunks, AGL Xeno Trunks are beloved. It's because they're doing this shit too, right? It's so powerful. And this character's got everything. This character's so absurd, right? It's just, you just have to build your team a certain way around this character for what you want to do, but they're actually so crazy. I think the top 3 in the game right now, I'll just say this, in no particular order, because I'm not really pressed if you have any of the 3 in any order. It's not a big deal, right? UI Goku Evolution Blue Vegeta, Majin Vegeta and Angel Super Saiyan 2 Goku, and the Demon King Deborah. I think those are the 3 best characters in Dokkan right now. So, Angels, my loves, let me know what you guys think. Send me love, because I think this one is going to be very poorly received, but, I mean, I take my time with these so that I could stand by them under pressure, and this is going up like this. I'll take my hits, but in the back of my neck, the back of my mind, the back of my head, some of y'all know that reference. I'm good with this one. I'm totally content with putting this one up on Twitter and letting people be mad, but this is how I see the game right now. Remember, I think the biggest culprit here towards disagreements, though, is probably going to be how I view the limited time fight times, still kind of like considering them, but then I'm also making an assumption, which is never good, but I mean, that's the position Geppy's got us in, that they're going to continue to do more limited time content fights, and they're going to be structured similarly, right? But so far they have been, and my reasoning, I think, is sound. It's because they're designing them for Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, who are the crown jewel of the anniversary, and that's been a pattern with Dokkan for years, which is not changing this year, it seems, where they do kind of like set the game up for the anniversary LRS to knock down. It's the point. That's the point. So, let me know what you guys think. I'll catch y'all next time.